I have nothing against Nilou, and if you are set on pulling for her, I wish you the best of luck. In fact, you can check out my previous video, 5 reasons to pull for Nilou, link in the description and comments below. But if you already watched that video and you're still on the fence, well, here are 5 reasons to skip Nilou. Reason 1, it feels to me like Hoyoverse is testing the waters with tying special reaction passives to characters. This could be really good for the player base in the future or really bad depending on which way they take it. On one hand, you're going to have a lot more ways to play and interact with Genshin Impact's systems if they do go ahead and keep producing character kits like Nilou's Golden Chalice passive and the special bloom that Nilou gets. On the other hand, Hoyoverse has to be very careful when making kits like this because it's very easy to start scope creeping and power creeping characters in the future. Because now if you want to make a better bloom team, you're going to have to make a passive that's obviously better than Nilou, otherwise there won't be enough of a pull. For non-meta reasons, people will always pull on characters that they like, but as a business, power is one of the main ways to convince people to pull out their wallets and start spending money because they want to have something better, shinier, or stronger. And that's my fear. If there's a big revenue on Nilou, is that a green light for Hoyoverse to start making crazier and crazier passives that are more exclusive to characters? Only time will tell. Reason 2, you're saving for Nahida, the Dendro Archon. Rumor has it that in Genshin version 3.2, Nahida will be the premier 5-star unit featured in that patch. And from historical data, we all know that Archons are extremely powerful and well worth the Primogems, even if you are a free-to-play or a casual spender, so perhaps it would be better to hold off on Nilou for a rerun and get Nahida with the resources right now. Which leads me to reason 3. If you want to make the most out of Nilou during her initial launch, Nilou's team composition may feel a bit limited due to the lack of good Dendro supports that synergize with Nilou. This will obviously get better in the future. Just as I mentioned before, in the next patch we're going to be getting the Dendro Archon probably, and rumor has it that one of her constellations will actually allow Dendro reactions like Bloom, which can't crit normally, to be able to crit, which would raise Nilou's power quite a bit. As mentioned before, you can play Nilou however you want, but it seems like to get the most out of Nilou, she really needs a good Dendro character or driver to go alongside her Golden Chalice passive. This dependency is something that we should all be aware of and consider before pulling for Nilou. Maybe it would be better to wait until we do have a good Dendro character built up. If you've been having a good time so far, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to support the channel. Thanks. Reason 4. You just don't like the character. Perhaps you don't enjoy her design, the way she speaks, the way she moves, and that's fine. Everybody has their tastes and preferences, and if Nilou is not the one for you, and you just feel like you gotta get her because you're gonna miss out on her special bloom passive, man, forget it. The Sumeru cast is already stacked. I mean, we got Alhaitham, we got Dea, we got Scaramouche if he's ever gonna be playable. We got so many other unannounced characters that will probably give you a lot more joy and hype than Nilou if you don't already like her. So take it from me, just wait. Reason 5. Blooms can hurt you, so you better be prepared to dodge or have a healer or shielder on your team so you can play Nilou comfortably without worry. This is kind of related to my earlier reason as to Nilou being a little bit more restrictive in team comping. It feels like this is something you have to account for if you want to play for a bloom team. So you need a healer or shielder, and then you need certain element types, and you can see how that kind of squeezes your team comp into being a bit more restrictive unless you're comfortable playing Nilou without her full potential. This is not a deal breaker, none of my reasons really are. You should play exactly how you want to. I'm just here to spread some thoughts and information that help you make decisions if you were already indecisive before. If you wanted a more objective take on Nilou's kit, her power level, her playstyle, and her builds, check out this video on screen right now.